What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Friday Fuel, from unknown to unforgettable. I'm super excited for this one because I'm going to be sharing in this episode of Friday Fuel. I'm going to be sharing with you guys the 8 things that are absolutely crucial for you to know here in 2023 to become a top 1% agent. And so, if you guys are super excited for this, drop in the comments down below 1%. Only the 1%ers will really take action on these 8 things. And these are 8 things that you need to know, that you need to implement today, and that you could implement starting today to actually start increasing your business, increasing your profits, and increasing your revenue. So, as you guys are tuning in here, drop in the comments 1% or what you might think the 8 things that I'm about to share with you guys in this episode is going to be. So, drop in the comments who you are, where you're from, and what you think they might be, and also 1% if you're super excited. And honestly, guys, the seventh and eighth one are honestly going to be some of the biggest ones, and so stick to the end because I'm going to be sharing with you guys, and those seventh and eighth ones are huge. So, and there's things that you could actually implement today. So, without further ado, I'm actually going to jump right in. So, the first one that you need to do to become a top 1% insurance agent here in 2023 is you have to just pick one product, pick one niche, and stick with it. What I see a lot of times, and honestly, I was guilty of this because what I did when I first started in my first, I would say, 45 days, I sold mortgage protection for the first month, and all of a sudden I started hearing about annuities, and I was like, okay, annuities, that sounds good. But I wasn't sure. I was not totally sure if I should or should not do that. And so what I started doing from there is like, okay, I'm going to take all my lead budget, all my marketing budget, all my advertising budget, and actually dump that straight into annuities. And as you guys know, probably that was a huge mistake, because what happened was, with annuities, they're bigger, high ticket sales, but they take a while to actually issue, actually get paid the commission. And so, what you have to do is just pick one niche. If I would have if I could go back and started again, what I would have done is just stuck to mortgage protection and just stayed dialed in with that, pass everything off to other people, because honestly, it just doesn't make sense to focus on a bunch of things, because you could either be a jack of all trades or a master and master of none, or you could just master one and actually be good at that. So the first one is pick a product, pick a niche, because that is absolutely crucial, especially if you want to be part of the 1%. You really have to just niche down, start small, start literally as niche down as humanly possible, go into mortgage protection, final expense, whatever it is, whatever type of life insurance or health insurance or Medicare, whatever it looks like for you. But I wish I would have picked one and just stayed with it and stayed my lane, stayed the course, because what I would do if I could go back is like, okay, mortgage protection, I'm just focused on term. Everything else, I'm just gonna get outsourced to other people. I'm going to give the annuities, I'm going to give the IULs to other people, because it's so easy to get the shiny object syndrome. But what I will say is, if you stick to one, hey, I'm just working with truckers, I'm just working with teachers, I'm just working with one specific person that I would love to talk to every single day, and it's a good business model, just stick to that. So the first one is pick a product. And if you guys really have already picked one, drop in the comments you already picked one, and which one you already picked. Because for me right now, it's final expense. I'm just talking with seniors every single day, all day, 24/7. The second one here is consistent lead flow. You have to have consistent lead flow, whether you're generating them or you're buying them. An absolutely crucial thing for you guys to know and actually do today is to have consistent flow of people to talk to, have consistent prospects. One thing I heard from a very experienced and seasoned agent, you guys might know, he was saying the goal and the whole game, and if you can master this, you will win the game. You will always be able to stay in the game. And what he said was, if you can, the whole goal is to be able to talk to the most highly qualified prospects at all times every single day. And so what he meant by that is like, obviously, like that's a dream outcome, right? But what you want to do is you really want to have people who are genuinely interested in your product that you can talk to every single day, whether that's generating, whether that's buying your leads, it doesn't matter. It just really about having a consistent lead flow, having a source, a predictable source of where you're going to get your next client, where you're going to get the next person that you can actually like have a conversation with and see if it makes sense for them and you guys to transact. Okay. So the second thing, so the first one, pick one niche, pick one product. Second one, have consistent lead flow, whether that's generating or buying. The third one is having consistent activity, whatever that looks like for you guys. For me, my goal is to hit 30 to 50 presentations every single week. Okay. So I have it exactly documented. Hey, I want to have 75 contacts. I want to run like 40 presentations and I want to close 20. That's kind of my thought process with it. And so if you guys are really wanting to level up in 2023 in the insurance industry, you have to have consistent activity, whether that's 100 dials a day, whether that's you have to just have a little small goal that you can hit consistently every single day. It's not results based because the results will come after the activity. You have to bring the activity. You have to keep going, keep going, keep going. Hit the activity and it'll grow over time. And so if you guys are tuning in right now, drop in the comments 1% if you guys are looking to become part of the 1%, because 7 and 8 are going to be absolutely crucial and game changing if you can really implement them. So, and also drop in the comments where you guys are coming in from, because I know we got people from all across the US. We have some people coming in from different countries, which is awesome. But I will say is like, just drop in the comments where you guys are coming in from. This is a community to really help people crush it in insurance sales. So the third thing, consistent activity, stay the course, have an action plan every single day that you can actually implement with. The fourth one is you have to be a student of the game. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is really studying game film. People like NFL players, they are watching game film. In March Madness right now, you guys probably, I don't know if you guys watched it. Drop in the comments me if you watched it. But Gonzaga had a crazy 3-point winner yesterday in the March Madness tournament, which is super exciting. And I could go on a whole nother topic about momentum in a different one, but what I will say is like you have to be a student of the game. Those people are watching game film every single day. Or multiple times a day, or multiple times a week. And so you have to be a student of the game, studying your game film, even though it's ugly, even though you might have a turnover, even though you might have fouled a person when you shouldn't have, right? Whatever that looks like for you, even though you didn't overcome that objection, study the film and then watch. Here's the thing. Here's where the winners really win. And this is where you really separate yourself, is it when you start studying the people who are actually doing it. So for final expense, studying a final expense sales call, whether it's mortgage protection, studying how to help a family through mortgage protection. How do you properly set up an IUL? How do you present that to the client? And so it's really being a student of the game. Watching, there's so many things on YouTube. Watch on YouTube, study the greats, study, like listen to them on a repeat over and over and over again, how their tonality is, how they overcame this objection. Hey, I really need to think about this. How do they overcome it? Hey, I can't afford it. How do they overcome that? Hey, I'm actually going to keep all my money in my 401k, or whatever it is for you guys, whatever product you guys are in. Be a student of the game. Listen to top producers. Get in Facebook communities. Get in Facebook groups. Get in Facebook like groups that will help you. Get in masterminds. These are being a student of the game. You have to invest in yourself. And that's not always in money, but that's time, that's energy. What are you doing when you're driving on the road? Are you listening to things that are really going to help the game? What's that look like for you? So, I have a ton of stuff on YouTube on exactly like good sales calls, right? So if you want to become a student of the game, you have to, or if you want to be part of the 1%, you have to become a student of the game. Fifth, and we're almost there. you have to have a system and framework that you take the client through every single time. And this is a mistake that I made early on, to be honest, because I was like, oh, it's got to be different. You like, there's different feels for different clients, right? But I didn't have a consistent journey that I was actually taking the client through. And so, what I want to share with you guys is you have to have a framework, a system, a script that you actually follow, that you can memorize, that you can literally spit off on the back of your hand, that you know front, back, left, right, how to overcome different objections, how to pre-frame the conversation to get into those closing questions, how to ask questions before so you don't get objections. And so, if you really want to level up in 2023 and become like just absolutely destroy the insurance industry and like really, really make money in this industry, you have to have a system in place because then you can truly play the numbers game. If you're doing it differently every single time, you can't really play the numbers because you don't have a consistent way to actually track what's working, what's not. And so, you want to stack all the variables in your favor, and what that means is actually having a system, a framework, questions that you're really leading the clients on in the like bring them on in the journey, right? So having the same client journey over and over and over again. So comment system if you already have one or if you need one. So that's number 5. Number 6, this is huge. Number 6 is get a mentor that you can trust that has done what you are looking to do. So what do I mean by that? It's getting somebody who absolutely is a crushing final expense sales, getting a mentor, getting somebody who's crushing mortgage protection sales, finding somebody who you can trust who's absolutely dominating the annuities like Tracy Lounsbury. Like whatever it is for you, whether it's IULs, whether that's Medicare, Josh Young's, whether that's whatever that looks like for you guys, get Tony Merwin. I just think of these different people that are absolutely crushing it in different industries. Get somebody that you can actually trust because what'll happen is, yeah, you'll find their successes, but the biggest thing with a mentor is you want to learn from their failures. You want to learn, you can shortcut those lessons. You can shortcut those things a little bit because you don't have to make the same mistakes and what's cool is that the way you can offer them value, and this is kind of like a little tip, the way you can offer a mentor value is one, like, yeah, you can pay them for sure. But what I will say is that a mentor usually finds fulfillment in you actually doing what they say. Because if you're asking for wisdom, if you're asking for advice, and they're willing to give it to you and they're willing to share, and you don't do it, like, it doesn't matter. Seriously, it really doesn't matter. So, if you guys are really wanting to become a top 1% insurance agent in 2023, what I will share with you is find a mentor, listen to them, and actually do what they say because a teacher who teaches learns twice. He who teaches learns twice. And so that's what I will share with you guys. Like that's what I was able to learn. I was able to like just plug in, like just stay dialed into a mentor. Boom, 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 boom. And that was able to help fast track some of my successes because I would bounce ideas off. I'd say, hey, is this a good idea? What do you think? What do you think in this situation? Here's what I'm thinking. Where am I maybe wrong? Where do I maybe have a belief that's not true? Whatever that looks like, that's kind of what my thought process was and still is. Hey, like for running ads, I have people in my life that are really mentoring me and helping me in this area. Hey, do you think this is a good idea? Switching ad copy, switch the creatives, doing this, doing that, how to scale the ads. Is this right? What do you think? And they'll share, oh, dude, like I literally am paying 20 grand a month to be in a mastermind, or I'm doing this, doing that. And you're able to like really take from what they've learned if you really can implement what they say. And so get a mentor that you can trust and actually do what they're sharing. Okay. So, number 7, this is what you can actually start doing today. And that's tracking your metrics, tracking your numbers. It's super crucial. I didn't know the importance of this early on. And honestly, really didn't serve me at all because what would happen is I would get caught on the emotional roller coaster. I'd be caught on just like getting a chargeback, getting I need to think about it. Like I was so short term thinking that I didn't have the numbers in place. So I couldn't really say, okay, let the numbers play out. I didn't have that maturity yet to where I let the numbers play out and they'll actually work in my favor. Cause I know if I hit 30 presentations, I'm closing 10. I know if I hit 30 presentations, I'm closing 15 or 20, whatever that looks like for you. But you have to know your metrics to actually lean and rely on that because it honestly takes the emotion out of sales. You can actually start predicting your income because what you can do is say, hey, over the past 60, 90, 120 days, this is what my results were. This is what my metrics are. This is how many dials it takes to make a sale. This is how many sales I need to make to hit this income that I want. So now I want to level up my income from 10,000 to 20,000 to 30,000 to 40,000 to 100,000, whatever that looks like. But I want to level that up, but you have a good data and sample size to say, okay, if I make 100 dials, I'm going to close a sale. If I close 10 sales, I'm going to hit 10,000 a month. Whatever that looks like for you guys, but you have to track your numbers. You have to know exactly what that looks like, what your average case size is. So you say, okay, I need 10 I need to write for life insurance specifically. I need to write $10,000 in premium to make 5 grand, right? If you're just needing to pay the bills, I need to make 10,000, cover the leads, that all that stuff. But you have to just really know your numbers, how many leads it takes to make a sale, things like that. So start tracking your numbers today. So the comment numbers or comment whatever if you actually are going to start tracking today because that's super crucial. And the last and final thing, have a community of people that are running in the same direction, whether you're paying for that or whether you're getting that for free. Because what I learned, what one thing that really helped me is having people that you can run with, having people that you can go with, because they say if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. So I want to challenge you, like find people that can help motivate you. Find people that you can sit in a Zoom room all day, really being able to just work together, actually going into work. Like one thing that I realized is like, it's easy to just not go into work because I'm working from home. And that's what I felt like over the past year. Like, hey, it's easy to kind of lay low, kind of just scroll on Facebook, watch TV. But what I will share with you is if you're able to go into work, getting on Zoom at 8 a.m., going into the office, like those are really good mental things to actually like have. So you're like, all right, I'm in work mode. There's some accountability there as well. But people that you're running with, people that you're going with, people that you're sharing ideas with, people that you're really wanting to dream with, think with, and actually able to level up. Because if somebody has this problem, share it in the group, share it in the community. Hey, I'm having this problem. Has somebody faced anything similar? If so, how can I solve this problem? Right. So, guys, if you want to become a top 1% insurance agent here in 2023, you got to have a product. You got to have a niche. You got to have consistent lead flow. That's number two, whether that's generating or buying. You got to have consistent activity, $100 a day, $300 a day, 30 presentations a week. You have to be a student of the game. Number five, you have to have a system and framework that you lead the client through every single time, a journey. Number six, you have to get a mentor that you can trust and that has the results that you're actually looking for. Number seven, track your metrics, track your numbers. And number eight, have a community of people that are running. You guys need a community. I'm going to be dropping the comments. I have a Facebook community for top 1% agents. If you're looking to start crushing telesales or just stepping into the industry and really need some help, need some guidance, here for you. I want to help you guys. I want to see you guys win. Thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to see you on the next video. Drop in the comments 1% if you're going to actually execute these 8 things. I hope you guys crush it. Appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.